Hey, you guys, this is David Jaffe. A lot of you guys on this channel know me anyway, but I'm responding also on the Game Boss channel. So if you don't know me, one of the judges on Next Game Boss, Season 2, director of God of War, co-director, lead designer, Twist Metal, all that. So anyway, I just wanted to respond to some of the responses. I had so much fun doing this show with these guys. Lisa and Naomi, and then obviously Genova, who I knew before this, but it was so much fun, and I can't wait to see him again, and the whole group again coming up for the finale. But he was great to talk to and talk games with. Obviously, because it was us, I thought it was fascinating. There was so much cut out of him and I and Lisa just going back and forth, debating and discussing games and deliberating that, I'm like, put that out, put that stuff out as an extra, because it was just for me, it was fascinating to hear Genova's take and to listen to Lisa talk about sort of why they voted for things, and that's the main reason I wanted to post this, because I don't know if I'll do a response to every episode, although so far I'm digging this episode. I'm digging Geek Love 2 on Start. I haven't really, I did the thing with Greg a while back on Up at Noon, and but I haven't really been following a lot of YouTube channels, and this is there's some really good stuff on here. So anyway, point being is that yeah, so I didn't. Let's just put it this way: just because the judges hand a card over and say this is the decision, it ain't unanimous. Okay, so trust me on this. Sometimes it is. Absolutely, this was a tough choice, and end of the day, I did not vote for better or for worse for Ring Runner. I voted for Space Crabs, and I was outvoted by the other two judges, and so so a lot of the comments saying, "Oh, I should have voted," not I, but they would, a commenter would have voted for this or this. I agree with a lot of them, because for me, I think one of the things I said to, I can't remember his name. I talk to him now sometimes on Twitter, but the programmer, the creator, one of the creators of Ring Runner, was that I said, man, this could be, this could be League of Legends in space. I mean, when you hear him talk about it, there's clearly so much thought and passion and love that's gone into that. And so I was never sitting there saying this is not going to be a great game. I was saying, with what we've been given to judge, we didn't see the Kickstarter before. When this is up on Kickstarter, we didn't play the you can fund the game and get a version of the game to play and thing. We had none of that. We just had the pitch and we had the couple minutes of gameplay, and based on that, what you were really judging is what was a really fun immediate game, which was Space Crabs, and the weakness there is the assumption of, is this going to go further? We didn't know that. I would have loved to have kept Sam Wu is his name. I forget he's a really nice guy. He sent me a great other game he made, which was awesome. Which I'll see if he's cool with me sharing that. But it would have been great to see him have the opportunity, to go to the next round, where he would have had, that 24-hour or 12-hour, whatever period it was, to sort of take Space Crabs and prove out some of the more innovative aspects of the design. Because what we played was absolutely not innovative, but it was really solid and fun, from the get-go. And it was the game throughout the day that I kept going back to, that was loaded on my laptop to play all the time. Ring Runner was absolutely not that, and that's not, a lot of classic games are not that, right? They take time to get into, and there's an ambiance, and there's an atmosphere, and one could very easily argue that, the best games to play in 3 minutes are not the best games, that you want to actually buy. I remember going to the Sega Dreamcast booth, I forget which E3 it was, and everybody was blown away, and we're like, shit, they've just won the next-gen console wars at the time. Because I think PS2 had just come out, and this was their second year, and they had like Space Channel 5 and Toy Soldiers, and they just a bunch of really just, games that played brilliantly in small little bursts. But end of the day, they weren't these long-form games that people wanted to spend $49.99 at the time on. And so, by voting for Space Crabs, I was not saying that I don't have faith in Ring Runner. I was just saying that what we had to judge, one was an already fun game, and the other, if you take away the pitch and you just look at what you have, it's a really beautifully executed, nice-looking, kind of top-down shooter that didn't really jump out at you as something really interesting. And so, anyway, that's my reasoning. And that's it. So I don't know. I thought it would be interesting to comment on it, because I don't know, because I like to fucking talk about games, obviously, and because I saw comments where people were just like, you voted for the right thing or the wrong thing, and I wanted to make it clear that we were voting based on only what we had, So anyway, I hope you're well. I gotta run. See you later. Bye.